Hi, I'm Tammy Goodrich, and I'm a board member at Growing to Give. And we are here with Nancy Marstaller, and she is an artist that has so graciously donated a beautiful watercolor painting to the auction that's going to be held Friday, August 28th at 7 p.m. And we'd love for us to get to know you, Nancy. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, thank you. Well, I live in Harpswell, and I grew up in Freeport and been in this rural setting pretty much all my life. So I've spent a lot of time outdoors, and I love to paint outdoors and draw. So when I was asked about making a piece for this auction, I was like, yes, I love to do that kind of thing. So I actually went out and visited the farm. And I hadn't been there for a long time. I've known Patty and John for a long time through the Quaker meeting there in Durham. And so knew about the Growing to Give program first because they announced it, that they were starting it at meeting, and then kind of followed along. And I've known some people who volunteered there. But I hadn't been there for ages, so I was just amazed at the scope of the operation. And I've done a lot of landscapes and like paintings of vegetables. And so I kind of went with that thought in mind, like I would do a landscape of the farm. But what really struck me was just all the people working there and how organized it was and how beautiful. I was there when they were transplanting and harvesting lettuce. And there were these boxes full of beautiful heads of lettuce. And so then I got more inspired to actually paint the people working, planting the lettuce and harvesting it. So,
well, I'm very inspired by this piece. So let me share my screen so everyone can see what we're talking about. All right. So yeah, this is. So tell us a little more now that we have this in place here. So it's the lettuce that was being harvested, you said. So tell us a little more about the color, the choices, and how this came to be created in your mind.
and this is actually not like to a realistic picture of what was there, because obviously the planting and the harvesting goes on in one place, and then the produce is all taken to the washing station and washed and then put in these boxes. But I kind of put it together to show, to indicate the whole process, I guess, that it goes from planting to being boxed up to be ready to take somewhere. And of course, there were these gorgeous heads of red lettuce as well as the green lettuce, and I just couldn't resist painting them too.
Wonderful. So, so is there anything about the actual process of the artwork as you laid your paintbrush down as around this that you would have us kind of point towards in your colors and such? So as an artist, so bring us into the artist's eye looking at this piece.
Well, when I went there, I'd actually taken some photographs. I was thinking I might sketch, but the place was just, the cars were everywhere and there wasn't even really a place to park. So I just took a few photographs, and then I went back to my studio and worked. And and as it often goes, I had one original thought, which then was thrown out by going there. And then I had another thought about including some of the like greenhouses and stuff. But then I really wanted to hone in on the people, basically. So it became more about the people and the produce than the sort of layout of everything. So the idea in my head obviously has morphed over time, and I did a practice one and changed the composition a little. So that's kind of typical of my process.
Great. Well, Nancy, thanks you so much for taking the time to share your insights into this. And thank you again. I mean, we're so grateful to have artists like you that are donating their time, the resources to help promote Growing to Give, which is a fabulous organization. So once again, for everyone, that's Friday, August 28th at 7 p.m. And Nancy, thank you so much.
Well, and thank you for the work that you do. It's awesome. Really.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.